Alright then, so in this video, I'm actually going to be building my own watch for the first time. And I ordered a lot of bits because I've never built a watch. This bag is just full of loads of bits. Alright then, so I've sort of sorted everything out, what needs to be sorted out here. So we'll start with probably sticking this on. Start with putting this on. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll start with it and see where we go from there. So I'm just going to put this in, get this out. Well, maybe I should start with gloves or something. Oh my god, so small and finicky. Yeah, I'm going to start by emptying that onto there. I'm going to put some of these on. I'll put 3 because it seems like those are the ones I'm going to be using. My thumb, my index, and my primary finger. So I'm pull these on. So do it the same there, and then one for my thumb as well. That'll stop any oil transfer from my fingers over to any other part. These are bloody tight. I think I would rather just put some gloves on. So there we go. I want to get some tweezers now. So I'm just going to grab a pair of these. Just one of these out. So, how small at the end. Oh, that's not good, is it? So not as small as I thought it was going to be. Last bander. Grab this. And then try and put these on the back of the onto the back of that and then stick it on. So I have got an open back case and a solid back case. So what I mean by open is clear all the way through. I don't know what to call them, but then I've got a solid one. I'm going to use a solid one because it's not the prettiest movement, is it? This might not even be necessary if I'm just going to use a solid key. But now I need to try and somehow can't get it off. Never mind. Come on. Alright then, so at this point what you're actually seeing is me struggling to take off these little tabs to stick on there. They were stuck to the bottom of them, and when I did take them off, as you've seen, there was unpeeling. So I managed to get them stuck down eventually, but then other problems arose where one of them had stuck down in the middle. It had stuck the little the little cover back onto it, so I had to take that whole sticky tab off and then cut a new piece of sticky tab and stick it back to it. But that wasn't the problem is it was quite finicky to try and do it. It was really sticky and it did end up going on. Now let's try and get it onto the movement. Now I don't know whether to put the movement in this holder, stick it on, or whether to keep it in the box it's coming. Because it appears the box it's coming is perfect for it. So do that. Keep it in this box. It holds it perfect. Just move that out of the way. I'm gonna do plastic one. This is where I'm gonna have an issue. So my head might get in the way of overview. Well, actually, probably cheat and use some of this, and hopefully that will work. But we will figure that out in a second. I don't even know if you can hear me properly, so I'm just going to turn up the mic. It should pick me up a little bit better. So let's try and use some of this, see if it'll give me the leverage I need to get it stuck on straight, get it up. So this should give me a little bit of leverage. Well, the ability to hold it flat. Oh, wait, unexpected that. Oh my god, it's ridiculously sticky. Oh my god, that is ridiculously sticky. I have made a massive mistake. That okay then, so I found something. I've seen if it'll stick to it, which it will. I've got this. So now what I'm going to do, see if that will actually stick to the other side of that. And if it does, then hopefully I can stick it down. But if not, I'm not sticking it on the bar. Yes, it does. So that's good. But now the question is, can I get it lined up? Yes, I'll be able to. So what I'm going to do now, just grab this, secure that. I don't want it touching anything. Then I'll start pulling this off. And that. Really, I should have just changed the balance, the rotor. But I couldn't find one I like. Well, that didn't help, did it? That's that rather than I needed it to. Oh, I'm hating this process already. Yep, just give me a second. So at this point, the mic was turned off, hence why there's a little voiceover now. You can see by the middle of that sticky one where I had to replace it because it just wouldn't come off the sheet, and then when it did come off the sheet, I ended up pulling that off with it. And then explaining how I need to try and plant it perfectly, and I was like, I am pretty happy with that. It's near enough perfect. It is stuck down. There's not much I can do. And then I'm starting to show how good it is. But apart from that, we should be adding at least looking at the face or the dial of the watch. And I was explaining how the dial of the watch is got the extra legs and the legs need chopping off. And how you should triple check to make sure you are chopping the right ones off. But yeah, I triple, quadrupled, checked, I then chopped it off and filed it down. I've been making all that without the mic turned on, so what you didn't hear is I wanted to make sure that's perfect off camera. I peeled the sticky things off of that. It's stuck on and it seems absolutely perfect. I've stuck that in there. This is what's going on next. I believe this one wants cutting off, and then I'll figure out on the other side. So I'm just gonna double check, make sure that is right. Yep, so as you can see, this bottom foot here wants snipping off, and then I just want to file it down a little bit. That's why I got the file. So quadruple check. I don't know how many times I've checked it, but I do not want to mess it up because I do like this dial, and I do not want to use one of the other dials I have got. Yes, it's the one close to that gap there. Luckily, that's the one which is like bent. So what I'm going to do is snip it as close as I possibly can. That seems nearly perfect. I am going to just pop it down on here with this on, and potentially get the file and just see if I can shave it off a very, very slight amount. So grab one of these files out of here. This little flat one here should do. And I am going to see if I can file that off ever so slightly. And as you can see, it's got a shiny little tip on it now. I'm just going to move that out of shot, pick up this dial back up, give it a load. One of the metal filings are on her. Move that back out the way. Make sure that fits into the right hole. Make sure I haven't chopped off the wrong one. So that does fit into there. But now I need to take off the top foot on this side. Plus 12. This one here. He's taking off. Yeah. That back there. Top one once taken off appears. That one's slightly bent as well. So what I'm going to do is just it off. Just like that. I'm not going to file it because it's already full. And then I'm going to see if I can pop this down. I don't have a spring for it, so go like that. And that seems absolutely bad. So now, just going to turn line. Pull it right out. I'm going to twist just until that changes, time changes. So now, ever so slightly, just flip over. That bang on 12. So now I can get my up back there, just like that. I'm going to now get my hands. My hand set is here. This is another dodgy little set for me. I just move some of this out of the way because I don't need it anymore. I want silence. Don't get distracted. And now what I want to do is remove the GMT hand because we're not going to be moving that, and hope these hands, because I do like these hands, actually fit. So I'm going to check them out. Move these now because at the moment I'm going to move this out of my way and this out and the file. And what I want to do just going to pop them inside of this. Then want to remove the GMT hand, which one. Let's stick it back in. And then I want to stick that hour hand, try and get it onto 12 o'clock overhead. grab the not perfect. Is that perfect? Did I just get it perfect first go? Did I just get it perfect first go? Come on, camera. Oh no, it's off. Very slightly off. Ever so slightly off. Can I readjust that without having to pop it off? I think that is absolutely perfect. And if it is, I just need to push it down. Come on, camera. Absolutely perfect. So now I just need to grab my little pusher and push it down. Um, right, so now what I'm gonna do. No, you see, it's on the wrong one. No, that's stayed. I need to change it, don't I? Don't know, might be right. It's gonna flick over, bang on. Bang on. That is absolute. Oh no, it's not absolutely perfect. You can see it's just out. It's just out. So come on, camera. Focus, camera. There, you see it's literally just out by tad. Very, very slight amount, but I can live with that. Let's move on to the minute hand. Yeah, minute hand, which is this one here. But I need to turn it around. And then try and get the minute hand absolutely perfect. Well, but this one's hand. Is that in? Does it look perfect? Gonna zoom on cam. Looks near enough. That's perfect. Just want to down. Right. That over there. Make sure 6 o'clock. Bang on. Out very slightly. Let's see. It's gonna go. See that is out. Both dials need changing ever slightly. both hands. See, it's out very slightly. So let me that. Check. Seems to be perfect now. But I'm sure. Floor. Boom. That's that perfect. That's fine. Now, got the hardest hand to go. What I want to do. Straight over. Now, this hand is the hardest one because I've got a little tiny pin. I need to. Guess it doesn't really make a difference. Whereabouts. Boom. Got it. I know. Second hand is going away. Should missed everything. That was hard. That was hard to do. Oh. Now what do I need to do? Give me a second to readjust myself, man, because that was hard. I am actually mentally drained. Okay then, so I've recalibrated my own mind. Now what I need to do is actually pop this out. But first thing I want to do is actually get to the key and take the bracelet off and open the back. So I'm just going to quickly do that off camera. Alright then, so I've got the case opened. It's a pretty nice case. What I need to do is, inside of there is 2 pins which I need to push in to remove the bracelet from it, which I'm going to do off camera because it'll be just a little bit easier. Okay then, so like I said, just pop these 2 pins out, the strap comes off, which I'm not going to be using this strap anyways. I am going to be using this key. I do have this tool I bought, which is popping up case backs, but I don't that off. And this is the one I'm going to be using. So what I want to do, that on there for a bit, rub again stuck on there, move that bolt around. When I get this out, there's that O-ring, the little O-ring which is in there, won't stick into that. Let me just, little O-ring, just out. This little thing, which I'm just gonna put inside of that for now. I'm gonna stick it inside of that, and I'm just gonna move it all the way. While we start out back in that on there, move that out of the way a second. Because now what we need to do, stuff on it. Now what I need to do, I need to pull the crown out. But I now realise probably a bad idea to do this around there, and then build it all around it. Because now got to literally hold this, push this all the way in. So what you're going to see, push it all the way in. A little spring pops out just up there. You see, you're there, push it in as well as pull the crown out. So it might feel awkward. What you didn't see, I was actually pushing it on with my. That was awkward. And then what I need to do, get this into here, try and get it lined up. Good. I'm going to this circle. That, like I said, put that to the side. And now what I've drawn, so well, that. So now what I need to do, this actually comes, that movement come with a replacement. Come with a replacement. What I'm going to grab, screw it on. It's second thing out, but lucky for me, handy dandy. I now I'm going to insert. Yeah. Now what I measure it, so I put it and file it. What I'm going to do, I just need to grab my digital. Oh, and what you're going to do, I measure from inside of the crown, bottom of it. Tighten it, just go. And then what you would do is you pull the pin back out, snip it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to triple and quadruple check it before I go cutting it. It doesn't make too much of a difference because I do have 10 spare, so if it does go wrong, I've got spare. So yes, it was a good job I triple and quadruple checked it, because I would have cut it way too short, and that's the actual amount we need to cut off. So now what I need to do, I need to pop that back out, pull that, put it on this out my way. Huge there. Side. High. Pull that out. Now we need to take that off. And screw that off. Screw off. Stick that there. Then go into this. Sorry if you can't. Camera and zoom my on it. Way too close. Stop. Yes. That. Little push. That. Then. Good enough. Oh. Yeah. Get that off. Grab a file and file the end. So just grab a file. File. Like I say, this is wrong. It's all good, because I do have a lot more. So we've got the back on. I don't know if you've seen if that was on. Technical issue. So that is in. The back is on. I have no over. I'm just changing these out. The ones I had on graph. What I want to do, okay, bezel on now. Grab this bezel. Oh. That on there. Little sticky film off. Move these up on. I move the file out the way, because I don't file anymore. But anymore. I do need is tweezers. And then what I need to do is bezel line death. So my head is going to get in the way. I'm just and then down. You have it. Now what I'm going to get the other watch case out and take the bracelet off. Because like I said, don't want the oyster bracelet on it. Look nice with oyster, but I want There is the watch. Focus, god damn it. There it is. It. Happy with it, I like. What? And I will, if I really want to make another one, I will do a video like. Thank you all. Did what? And bye.